So, Steam Next Fest is not technically over as of this recording. As you can see, it's June 13th. But I am done doing demos. I played 20 demos over 3 days, and that is enough for me. But what I want to do is rank all the games that I've played. Do not mind the images being this ugly, because I can't get the images to be better on a tier list. But I want to rank all the games. Not in your typical S, A, B, C, D, F fashion. It's more so day one playing, hopefully, if my brain lets me. Playing the game day one. I'm buying the game. On the wish list. Needs some work, but on the wish list. And not for me, but still check it out. Because all of these demos, I'm not trying to bring down any developers. These are demos. There will be some bugs. There will be some glitches in them. But what we want to do is figure out the day one buys by me that we will probably be seeing on this channel. It's going in whatever order that it uploaded the images in. So it's going with Grave Watch first, which was one of the games that got thrown in at the very end. It was a survival horror game, kind of like... It was inspired by Outlast, the developer said. They were in the Twitch chat when we were playing it. It seemed a little buggy here and there in terms of, like, you know... just janky, not buggy. It was more janky, I would say. It was a first horror game project by the dev, and for a first horror game project, I would say it looks pretty good. It did have a couple little jump scares for me. It's more like a being chased simulator, it seems like. Demo only lasted about 15 minutes, and I'm gonna say it's not for me because I typically don't really play these types of games. Not really for me. I don't really play them. It'll probably be on my wish list, but if you like those horror games, I'm not a big horror game fan myself, but if you like the horror games, you would probably like Grave Watch. Another one that got added to the wish list, or added to the demo wheel, is Realm Survivors, which is this one, Realm Survivors. It's a horde survivor game, you know, like Vampire Survivors. I think it needs some work. Overall, it's fine. It felt like the characters were not that good. The characters, one of them felt absolutely terrible. And I only had one good run in my 25 minutes of playing or so. I feel like the game pace needs to go up a little bit. They got to speed it up a little bit for me to really, really enjoy it. But I'm going to say this one needs some work, but I'll keep my eye on it. I like roguelites. I like horde survivors. I can't say anything mean about these games. These are indie developers. Okay, what the hell is this one called again? I can't even remember the name. It's my favorite. Clover Pit. That's what it is. It's one of my favorite ones. Clover Pit. Clover Pit is a slot machine roguelite game. And I think I played it for about 45 minutes. Let me see. How long did I play Clover Pit for? 45 minutes on the nose. I got about 4 runs in. You have 3 rounds on a slot machine to get a certain amount of money, and then you donate it to, like, your debt. And if you get past a round, it just goes higher and higher. I got to the 4th round with the debt, and I will say it was really hard to try to get that much money, but I could easily see it getting a lot easier once you figure out strategies and synergies with the items that you could buy with, like, the little raffle tickets you got, like the Clover tickets, I think they were called. Honestly, this is definitely a day one playing, hopefully. It doesn't have a release date. Not many of these games have release dates, but that's a day one buy. That was one of the best. Next is the game that actually made me do demos. I was going to skip out on Next Fest again. I was going to skip out on it again, but there was one game that I saw that had a demo, and it was one of the shortest demos. I only played it for 15 minutes. It had 1 level, and it was Herogami. This game got, I think, shown at a PlayStation showcase the first time I saw it. It's a game where it's just origami. It obviously will remind you of Paper Mario Origami King, because that's origami, but you go into, like, a level with certain challenges, and then you just go in, collect new abilities. Honestly, it was only 15 minutes long, but in my world, 15 minutes is a marathon. So, Herogami, I think, is going to be over Clover Pit just by a little bit, because it was the one that made me want to play these, and it was just really good. That's a day one play-in, hopefully. I want to play that day one. Absolutely loved it. Next, we have Holston, which was, I think, how long did I play Holston for? Holston I played for 103 minutes, one of the longer demos on here. I think it might be the longest demo on here, actually, if I look at all these. But Holston is kind of like a survival game, survival top-down game. that changes your perspective if you're shooting or not. Holston, though, kind of has a little bit of puzzles to it, and the transition between when you're shooting in that third-person over-the-shoulder view that will remind you of Resident Evil, of course, and then bringing it back down to the top-down view, it was really good. The inventory management was pretty small, but I feel like there's a lot to that game. Now, I'm probably not going to play it day one, but I will definitely put it in the buy-in section. Not on the wish list. It's on the wish list. Adventures of Samsara was actually the first demo that I played, which is the next game. It was a Metroidvania game that was published by Atari. It's like remaking the IP of Adventure on Atari 2600. I don't know if anyone has ever played this game, but just look at this piece of garbage, okay? Wait, let me see if I can even figure out how to do it. All right, so this is Adventure. And I'm pretty sure this is what Adventures of Samsara was supposed to be going after. Look at how far gaming has come in our times. Adventure of Samsara is a Metroidvania. It felt a little bit slow in terms of combat, and it felt like the parrying was a pretty vital thing, but it's a Metroidvania. I always end up playing a ton of Metroidvanias, and I don't think Adventure of Samsara is going to be any different. I will be buying Adventure of Samsara because I really like Metroidvanias. Maybe there'll be another Metroidvania Mania where we just have a bunch of Metroidvanias, but not really a time limit, so we can actually 100% them all. I'll be buying it. I like Metroidvanias. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker. Now, the Fat Cat Fest. I think that was the shortest demo in terms of content, because I think I saw all the content in one run, but I did 3 runs of it. But the developer came in and was like, hey, you should check out my game that has some WarioWare aspirations. I love WarioWare Smooth Moves. I played the shit out of it. This is on the wish list, though, because I need to see what the price is. I need to see all the different mini games. I think it would be more fun to play with some friends. I got to see if there'll be online co-op available or whatever. Now, a game that kind of surprised me. I wasn't sure what to expect. I've been hyped for it for a few years now. If we go look at my wish list on Steam, if we go down to the very bottom, Hollow Knight Silksong was the first game added on my wish list in 2022, apparently. But Mina the Hollower was the second one added in 2022. Almost 3 years on my wish list, and it comes out October 31st. So I've been waiting for this game for a bit, and it reminds you of a classic Game Boy game, definitely a Game Boy Zelda game where you play as Mina the Hollower. Different weapons that you can choose from all have different attack patterns and whatnot. Enemies are kind of challenging. The boss fights were kind of hard, but Mina the Hollower did live up to my expectations. It was a very good game. Demo wasn't too long. I think we only played it for... How long did we play Mina the Hollower for? We played it for 37 minutes. Not a super long demo. This one, though, is hopefully a day one playing. I want to play it day one. Do I want to play it on day one more than Herogami? I think I'm going to say yes. I think I'm going to say yes. Now, Terekch Legion, or is it Terekch Legion? Terekch Legion. That was a Horde Survivor game, another Horde Survivor game. I don't know if I'd want to stream it, to be completely honest with you, but you build like a car, kind of reminds me of like a Lego Racers kind of thing. You build your car and the upgrades you get just go on the car. It seems pretty hard to get a pretty good run going, but maybe I just suck because I only played 2 runs in the demo. But simple game. I liked it. Unique for a Horde Survivor. I'm going to throw it on the buy-in. I'm not as excited for it as Adventures of Samsara or Holston, but I could definitely see myself playing it in the Steam Deck. Next, we have Turnbreak, which is actually made by Dapper Dog Digital, which is the development team that made Biogun. I'm not the biggest fan of turn-based, and this was kind of like a creature-based turn-based game where you have like your little tokens of creatures and they all have different effects and they all have different types, and different types are weak against other types and stronger against other types and whatnot. The demo was very RNG-based because you're basically just guessing what the opponent's gonna do, like little monster they're gonna turn on next. With it, I did beat the demo in like 1 run. I did like it. I was kind of getting into a groove towards the end of it and kind of was destroying them. But I'm not going to guarantee me buying it because I'm not super big into these types of games. If you like those types of games, give it a shot. It'll be on my wish list, and I might buy it. I might not. It's kind of like a, we'll see. Voidbreaker is actually one I thought I was gonna absolutely love, because Voidbreaker looked a lot like Returnal, except it's more first person compared to third person. And I can barely, there was a lot going on in that game. You have all these different unique abilities that you can equip on your gun, and you go through all these levels, and it was okay. How long did I play Voidbreaker for? I played it for 47 minutes, a little bit longer, but I wasn't fully sold on it, to be honest. It felt a little to me. You know, other people love it. I'll keep it on the wish list. I'll put it higher than the Fat Cat Fest, but it's going to be on the wish list. Not a day one buy for me with Voidbreaker. It was just okay. But Windswept, on the other hand, that is a little 2D platform game that is a lot harder than it looks. The first 3 levels of Windswept might actually be the game I played the longest. No, I only played it for an hour. Play as a duck and a turtle. They both have their own little abilities. They can throw each other, help each other out. It was fine. It was cute. I probably wouldn't stream it, to be honest. Again, I streamed it because it was the demo. I probably wouldn't stream it again, but I would definitely buy it and play it like on the Steam Deck. Riftstorm was like a looter shooter kind of thing, kind of top-down looter shooter. It felt kind of clunky. Maybe it'll be better with friends, but playing it by myself with Riftstorm, like, it just felt kind of clunky. The enemies looked kind of basic, and it wasn't really that exciting to play fully. So I'm gonna say it's on the wish list, but it definitely needs some work if I want to invest in it. Now, Undermine II is a game that I did not like the first time I played it. I played it for about 25 minutes in my first initial playthrough. I wasn't fully convinced. I was really tired on that day because my cat kept waking me up at 4:30 a.m. and it was like the 5th night in a row I got like not a lot of sleep. So I was really tired. Granted, some of these games I played in that same condition, but I played it again the next day. And I know it's a popular roguelite because Undermine is pretty popular. So I would say this has higher potential for a day one buy and me playing it, because once I played through it again, I was actually kind of getting into the rhythm with it. I was gelling with it. There's a lot of unlockables as well, which I always like. And it's a co-op game, so I would probably be playing this on day one, hopefully, but we will see. So as a big maybe, I'll put it on the buy-in category ahead of Holster. Want to buy it, check it out. It was fun. Blood Rush Undying Wish. Blood Rush Undying Wish. Blood Rush Undying Wish was really fun as well. I love fast-paced hack-and-slash roguelite deal thing. You play as this one little cowboy who's constantly losing blood, and you go through all these different arenas, and then once you collect blood, you gain some of your health back, and you get upgrades, a lot of meta progression with 3 different currencies. It was good for what it was, and the developers commented on the Let's Play video, so that's cool. I will probably buy this. Day one playing, hopefully, probably not, but I think I liked it more than Undermine II. I only played it for 27 minutes because I had to take a shit when I was playing it, and I was like, we'll just stop the demo for now. I get what the game, I understand what the game is. It's fun. All right, now Mio, the Memories and Orbit. That's another Metroidvania that I thought looked incredible. It had some negatives to it, but it also had some positives. The movement was great. The aesthetic was great. The abilities seemed to be great. The combat seemed fine for what it was. It seemed like there was a lot of room for improvement. It's a demo, so I'm not expecting anything too crazy. But Mio Memories and Orbit, the biggest thing was I only found one save point throughout the entire demo, and I played the demo for 48 minutes, so not that long. There was only one save point, though, and I was going through a lot of the areas with discovering a lot of stuff, and then I would die, and then I'd have to walk back through the entire area again, which just got a little repetitive to me. So I'm gonna say this game needs a little bit of work, but it's on the wish list. I'll probably buy it. It's a Metroidvania. I'm a sucker for Metroidvanias. Now, Afterblast was the last demo that I played, so I have the freshest memory of it. Reminds me of a little bit of Doom, RoboQuest, that type of stuff. RoboQuest, most definitely, with going through little arenas and killing enemies and getting a bunch of unlockables. My love for RoboQuest does influence my opinion on Afterblast. I felt like the UI wasn't the greatest, and I'm not sure if there's any meta progression, so I'm a little unsure if it's just like a going through a level and trying to get like the fastest time possible, because I'm not really trying to compete with other people in a video game. It ain't 2018 Burr anymore. It's 2025. I'm old and mellowed out. I'm gonna say it's on the wish list. I need to see what the game adds. Probably buying, but it's definitely on the wish list. I gotta see what else is in the game, because RoboQuest did it perfectly. Now, More Souls is another top-down roguelite where you run out of your ability eventually, because abilities age as you get further on in the game. The more XP you get, and then eventually they'll cap out and you will lose them. I did not lose them in my time of playing the demo. I did beat the demo, but More Souls was a top-down shooting roguelite. I like top-down shooting roguelites. The aesthetic of the game was really nice. I'll say with confidence that I'm probably going to buy it, probably going to play it. I liked it more than Undermine II, and I think I liked it more than Blood Rush. It's a close race between Blood Rush and More Souls. Maybe day one playing, too early to tell, though. We'll see how it develops. Now, we got 2 games left. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, made by the team that made Blasphemous. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, hard, because it's Ninja Gaiden, but I think I would want to play that day one. It's simple pixel graphics, 2D, Ninja Gaiden action. You know, the movement was really good. The demo did a good job showcasing what is in store with the game, with what you can unlock with different abilities, since the demo jumped from Chapter 1 to Chapter 3. But Ninja Gaiden, I'm going to say, is a day one buy ahead of Mina the Hollower. It was the best one of those 3. Day one buy and hopefully playing. And then the last game is Ball X Pit. And this is a roguelite that seems like it has a small amount of city building, but you just like throw balls against walls and you do a bunch of damage. Balls have different abilities, and each character you have has their own like separate meta progression that gets them better the more you play them. Honestly, this game was fucking awesome. This game was awesome. I wish it had a release date. It's made by Kenny Sun, who also made Mr. Sun's Hitbox, or Mr. Sun's Hatbox, which I think is a Metroidvania. It's on my wish list, never played it. I'm glad that I picked it up because I think it is the best game that I played in Next Fest. Now, obviously, a lot of these games I'm probably going to end up buying anyways, but the ones I want to play day one, Ball Pit, Ninja Gaiden, Mina the Hollower, Herogami, and Clover Pit. Those were all really good, really, really good games. And I think Ball Pit was the best demo that we played with Ninja Gaiden and Mina. Like, if this was the order, these would be the best demos played, with all of them being good. This was not like the worst demo played. It's just not for me. I enjoyed it. It was another good, successful Steam Next Fest, and hopefully we'll see if I man up and actually play these games on day one releasing.